Hello, my name is Dr. Sarah Dilling. I am your professor this semester for Introduction to Environmental Science. I wanted to take just a couple minutes to show you how to access Mastering Environmental, which is the custom integrated portion of this course where you can see your e-textbook, take quizzes, complete lab activities, and take your midterm and final exam. So the screen that you're looking at right now, this is the course homepage. I'm in student view, so it should look very similar to what your homepage looks like. If you scroll on down the page and click on textbook information, this will give you everything that you need to know about the textbook for this semester. This is what the textbook looks like. You can purchase it from the FSW bookstore directly. The product that they have there in the bookstore is the physical textbook, access code for the e-textbook, and that access code also includes everything you need for your labs and quizzes. The cost is $168.75. Another option is to purchase the e-text or just the access code directly from Pearson through Canvas. So you'll see here number 2. If you purchase just the e-text and the access code, the price is $98.60. You will not get a physical textbook, but you can always go to a used bookstore and pick up a physical textbook. Even if it's an older edition, it's perfectly fine. And you don't have to have a physical textbook. I'm kind of old school. I like to have the pages to flip through and to look. I'm not really good at reading and comprehending what I'm reading on the e-text. But if you can work with just e-text, that's perfectly fine. With number 2 option, you'll get that e-text and the access code. And I'll show you in just a second how to purchase that. Your third option is to purchase only the access code. So you will not get an e-text, you will not get a physical textbook. This is also a perfectly okay option as long as you go to a bookstore and purchase a used copy of the physical textbook. So what number 3 will give you is just that access code to get you into the website to be able to take your quizzes and complete the lab activities. There will be no textbook included in number 3 option. But like I said, you can easily go out and purchase a used textbook. If you do go with number 3, I suggest you probably get a current edition. They've been using this 5th edition for several years now, so it shouldn't be hard to find it. And it really shouldn't be that high of cost as a used textbook. All right, so those are your 3 options, all completely different in prices. Number 2 and number 3, you can only do this through Canvas directly. You cannot go on Amazon and purchase an access code. You cannot go anywhere else. You have to either go to FSW bookstore for number 1. Number 2 and 3 have to be through Canvas directly. This is a custom course made for FSW. So you have to purchase this particular access code directly through the school. And that's kind of what this is saying down here in yellow. All right, so if you would like to purchase through Canvas, there's a couple ways you can do this. I have a link here that'll download some information, gives you step-by-step pictures of how to do it, but I'm going to go through it with you right now to show you. So if you go into the module section, this is how you can always access Mastering Environmental for your quizzes and your labs and midterm final. This is the module section. You can see in the module section, you can open and close different sections, different chapters of what you're working on. So right now we're going to go into the Mastering Environmental Science. There's a few ways that you can get into Mastering Environmental. If you want to go right to the e-text, you would click e-text. If you want to go to the assignments where you can take your quizzes, labs, and tests, you would go here. For the very first time getting into it, it doesn't matter which one you click because it's going to want you to purchase something for the first time. So we'll click on assignments. It's going to want you to go into a new window, so I'm going to click onto that. It's going to come to this page. Now, if you purchased a textbook directly through FSW, and you got that physical textbook and then the code for the e-text and the access code, you're going to enter that in here. and hit next, and it'll bring you into Mastering Environmental. If you want to purchase it directly through Canvas, here's your two options. The first one is the e-text and the access code. The second option is only the access code. So you can pick whichever one you want to do, buy it, and it'll bring you into the website. And then I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like once you get into the website. Just bear with me for a minute because I have to get out of student view to do this. Okay. So go back into modules. We can click on e-text or assignments, whichever way, whatever you're looking to get into. Load e-text. And this is what your textbook looks like. You can go through all your different chapters. Okay. And then we can back out of that. If you want to get in and start that very first assignment for orientation and course information, the introduction to multimedia, you go into assignments, load assignments. Now this page may look slightly different than yours because again I'm on my side and not the student side. You can see your assignments in calendar view, which you can see here, and you can click on the Introduction to Mastering Environmental Science. I generally like to stay in the list view. I don't know why. That's just kind of how I am. And again, this might look different on your side than my side, but it won't let me in as a student, so I have to go through the professor side. So you click on this Introduction to Mastering Environmental Science, and it'll bring you into that very first activity that you need to complete for orientation. And that's how you get your textbook. Pretty simple, but there's always lots of questions. If you have problems, a lot of times problems occur when students are trying to get into Pearson for the first time. Here's a little bit of information about how to do it if you're having issues with your computer. The biggest problem is your computer may not be set up and have all of the plugins and the correct search engines or whatever it is that they need. So click here, and this will show you how to go through to check your computer to see if everything is set up for this program and having it all ran. That way you can see all your plugins and the maps and everything else that goes along with this program. So I hope that this quick video helps you in figuring out how to access your textbook. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much.